Hi there, everyone. Namaste. I am Jill Loftus of Nuit Astrology. Welcome to your planetary energy forecast for the week of October the 10th, 2022. I will begin with my, constant PSA about the square between Saturn and Uranus. So keep that in mind as that tones the week. But we start off the week on an interesting note. Mercury, it was retrograde, right? Moved direct on the 2nd, and now it's finished up in Virgo, and it now re-enters the sign of Libra. So the mind becomes a little less critical, a little less analytical, and a little more involved with peace and balance and justice and relationships, right? So it's retracing its steps. So you've been here before. What lessons might return that are in the Libra area of your chart? Now, keep in mind, if you're on the East Coast of the United States, the moon is void almost all day on Monday the 10th, but it does connect with Eris, E-R-I-S. She's an asteroid that I just started to watch. Oh my gosh, I think that's the first monarch. I hope she pops into the thing. I haven't seen any monarchs this year. Okay, sorry, I digress. The moon is going to come together in Aries with Eris, the goddess of discord. And so that could be really kind of disruptive energy, kind of rebellious energy in the air. So keep that in mind. And Venus in Libra is going to come into the opposition with Chiron in Aries. Now, we had the sun opposite, right? The sun and Libra are getting close, or the sun and Venus are getting closer and closer to each other in the sign of Libra. So maybe look back and see what happened last week when the sun opposed the Chiron, and now Venus is here. And it may be an issue related to values that have something to do with money or finance, right? But look at, it's one of those things, what's the saying, like, operate from where you've been healed instead of from where you're wounded, right? So if you feel less than in some way, really look at that, investigate that, and work through that, right? So that you can come out with the highest vibration of this energy, right? If you become aware of something about you that you want to change, instead of lamenting, right, or being upset, you have to take small steps every day to work towards what you want, right? So there might be a little challenge there. Now on the 11th, we have a lovely day, Sun in Libra, trine over to the Saturn in Aquarius. Very harmonious for relationships, some sticking power, even though Saturn is still retrograde. So that's an interesting day to kind of put intentions around those things from that Libra energy area of life over to Aquarius, right? And remember, because the sun does it on Tuesday, then Venus is going to do it, but not till Thursday. On Thursday the 14th, there is going to be that trine. There's also a nice Gemini moon on that day that trines over to Saturn. So Venus and the sun. Now it's going to square the Neptune from Gemini, square over to that Neptune, but that other beneficial energy, really sweet. Keep in mind when we're talking about squares to Neptune as well, on the 12th, on that Wednesday, the Mars in Gemini is going to precisely square over to the Neptune in Pisces. I spoke about this energy earlier. It's in orb almost all of the month, but this is the precise hit, right? So take note that day and really moderate your mind and your mouth. All right, Mercury in Libra is also going to oppose the Jupiter in Aries on that day as well. So a very argumentative vibe. I would really put the caution flag up. Make sure that you are staying grounded, get out in nature. It's a Taurus moon, which is going to hit Uranus, which is also a lot. And then, of course, there's that square between Saturn and Uranus, right? So Wednesday, keep a little more spacious schedule, and it's not the day to have dinner with the in-laws. Let's put it that way. All right. And then let's move on to the 16th. On the 16th, Mercury comes out of the shadow in Libra and begins to move forward. So, unfortunately, it's not full speed ahead with mercurial things, only because of this Saturn-Uranus square. And with Gemini being having Mars in Gemini, Gemini is one of the signs that rules Mercury. It's just, the technology piece is going to be a little rough for a while. So even though Mercury comes out of shadow, do not assume that all your technological things will work well. There are going to have to be almost, in order to fulfill this energy, some shocking events and shocking failures of electronics and things along those lines. So have all your backup systems ready. If you live in a place where, you know, it's possible the electricity would go out. I mean, I've been saying this for years, but much more, much more so this month. Test all your backup systems. You know, a great thing you can do if you are wanting to know if you can make it for an afternoon or 24 hours or whatever without power is just to kill the power on your house, flip the switch, turn it off, and see what it is where your preps are not fulfilled. It's like, oh wow, I didn't think about how we're gonna flush toilets, or oh goodness, you know, I let my cell phone get down to 0 and now what am I gonna do? Sometimes it's not until we actually have to do it that we prepare appropriately. So that's my little PSA for that. I hope you have a marvelous week. I wish you all the best energy, lots of energy in Libra. So become balanced, become peaceful, be the change that you wish to see in the world. And I'm excited to see what the tarot has in store for this week. Please like, please comment, please subscribe. It helps the channel to grow. I'll see you in the tarot. Hello, my friends. This is your Lotus Tarot spread for the week of October the 10th, 2022. We're really steeping in that square from Uranus in Taurus over to the Saturn in Aquarius. This is shocking events, man. Change. Coming up on the eclipse season. We got to really get our brains balanced. Get all of our tools in our yogic and spiritual toolboxes. Make them available to ourselves and to others. A lot of shuffling here. Sometimes it's quick and sometimes it's not. All right, so we begin with the basic influence in the past, the Fool. So interesting because this was the card that was the beginning of the culmination of the influences, I believe, from last week. So here we are. We've decided to go for it. We've decided to listen to our foolish hearts, so to speak. You see, this is this card is the 0 card. It's the beginning. It's the infinity. It's all, right? It's all the potentiality is here. So clearly an important week. You, Page of Cups. You looking for emotional fulfillment. You looking for a reason to get out of bed every day with some enthusiasm, right? You have something to do, something you want to accomplish. Let's go for it. Present environment, full of abundance. It's hilarious. All these cards were in last week's spread. All right, you've got it. You've got the resources, you've got the knowledge, you've got the strength, you've got the friendships, you've got the support. Let's do it. Culmination of these influences, Ace of Swords. Dude, you guys watch me shuffle those cards, right? I'm doing these readings back to back, so it's kind of interesting. Ace of Swords, you know, this is the beginning, right? You decided to think things through, be extremely logical, discerning, and wise. Key card, King of Wands. Oh, tarot, amazing. All right, so the key card is you being large and in charge. You're the king. You're the king of your life. And king energy, you know, he doesn't ask other people for permission. He's the boss, right? And he takes action. King of Wands is not sitting around waiting for other people. King of Wands takes action. And our first influencing card here, we've got the Empress. So Empress energy is very fertile. She is creating. She is birthing. She's, you know, not just humans, but, you know, books or projects or ideas. This is a beautiful Venusian energy. She's holding the glyph for Venus. And then we've got the Sun, very solar energy. So this is a little bit more of a masculine approach, more of a, you know, kind of really being recognized for your talents and abilities, being more in the spotlight. So interesting choices here. All right, the near future. Something coming at you. 2 of Cups. This is awesome. So this could be a perfect relationship, the perfect job, the perfect home, the perfect idea, the perfect course, whatever it is. Look for it. Luck is happening. And this isn't just luck. This is a little bit of a karma in play too. Very positive. All right. So let's modify that 2 of Cups. We've got the 6 of Wands. So getting some recognition, feeling like you've made some strides in your work or in a project in some way. People are beginning to notice you and what you've done. And that's good because they can be your allies, right? Other option, Page of Wands. You're kind of going it alone, and that's fine too, right? It's not so much of collaborative energy. It's more of a, okay, I've decided what I want, and this is what I'm going for. Now, paired with the 6 of Wands, we've got the Wheel of Fortune. There's definitely some karmic events coming down with this approach, all right? This is some fate moments coming towards you, so watch for them. Paired with the Page of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles. So this is you as an independent person, typically a feminine energy here, but she makes her own money. She makes her own money, right? She is in charge of her life. She is calling the shots. It doesn't mean that she's single. She might be married. She might be in a long-term relationship. She might be in many relationships. Who knows? But she's taking care of herself. She is not looking for somebody else to take care of her. Abundance, love, whatever she wants is hers, and she gets it by going after it. All right. Now we've got those 2 possible solutions or progressions. Knight of Wands over here on the Empress side of things. So taking action. Very action-oriented week. We've got the King, we've got the Page of Wands, we've got the Knight of Wands. On the other side, we've got the 5 of Swords. So here you are, you're striking out on your own, right? The sun, you want to be seen, you get this relationship, you're taking action. Watch that you're not so focused on your goals that you're losing track of some collateral damage that might be occurring. So watch your relationships. Paired with the Knight of Wands, the 7 of Cups. Again, once you get this manifestation going, you are still going to have some choices to make. All right, these events are going to go down and you are going to have a lot of strong emotions about it, and then you're going to have to make some choices. Over here, paired with the 5 of Swords, we've got the 10 of Cups. So this is beautiful energy for your home, for your family. If you're looking for love relationships, or if there's anything involving your children, this is a very positive thing as well. It's kind of this thing I always tell mothers, you know, whatever's good for you is good for your kids, right? So if you take this, you know, approach on this side, the solar approach with the sun, you know, that leads to the 2 of Cups, that leads to the Page of Wands, the independent woman. Watch that you're just not, you know, you're not noticing the collateral damage. Make sure you take care of matters at home, get things stabilized at home. Over on the other side, we've got this Empress, which leads to that 2 of Cups, right? You're getting that recognition. You're really starting to, like, people are seeing what you're doing and they want to be involved, and you have an event or something that someone shows up, very karmic, big feels for you, big emotions. Avoid anger. If you're doing this side, avoid anger. Move that energy in a positive way, and then you're going to have to make a choice. Interesting week. Good luck with it all. I hope this was useful and helpful. Please like, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel to grow, and I will see you next week.